Welcome back to Citizens United with myself and Noel.
Hi guys.
Hey Noel, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm all right. No, I was a little bit discombobulated just now.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even feel like I was getting. I don't know. I usually am a little more on top of the time.
Yeah.
We're a little late.
No, yeah. Well,
I don't know what happened, and I'm not a Bills fan, so I'm not like.
I posted that the other day, like yesterday. I think I'm not a Bills fan.
You don't have a hangover.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I know the feeling. I just don't. It's coming. I'll wait till April.
I'm a Bills fan, and I don't have a hangover because I'm used to it.
You're used to it, yes. Yeah.
And I hate to say it, that it's true. It's just true.
Yeah, no doubt. I understand. Anyways, I was really tired. It was nice with the newspaper.
Yeah,
that was kind of cool.
They did pretty good.
Yeah, Mark Shear, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mark Shear.
That was really cool. Usually usually the last group of people to do that, they tried real hard to ignore us.
Right.
As best they
could.
They
tried to make you famous at one point. They did do an article, but
yeah, they did say some stuff. Janko did. Yeah, he came out swinging, but then he was scared.
Loved it. Oh, Mom, did Joe Janko ever reply to you? She didn't hear me.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sent him something for that.
Yeah, he was looking for something to write
for stories, right? And he never got any. He don't.
What a surprise!
Because he wouldn't write about it as it was literally going on. Yeah, I know what he was, and
Mom, did Joe Janko ever reply to you?
No,
of course. No. So he asks people for stories, and then you go to him, and
that one's not good enough.
Yeah, it's
not easy enough because you got to have he was the festival guy.
Yeah,
him and Colin Ligamari doing festivals all over the place. Let's see what other comments we got here. We got Jerry. Jerry's right here. And there's Dominic. Kim is here. Hi, Kim. Kim, please. I hope you're doing all right. Knowing what happened yesterday, my condolences to you. Bill's lost.
Oh,
No.
Oh, what else?
No, I understand though. Like I said, I got it all out. They haven't won since 1967, so I understand.
Figure out why a football shaped the way it is. You're not into it.
Hey, Robin, did they ban you?
I'm not sure yet. I'm still writing this.
What the heck? All right.
Let me do my thing.
Oh yeah, do your job. I'm sorry.
I'll let you know.
All right. Thank you. So I don't know. Anyways, I'm really out of it today, but we've got a lot. We do have a lot of stuff to talk about, and there's serious stuff. Kim, they played a terrible game. Some serious, horrible. We talked about this last year and the year before. Whatever. Yeah, I think even when we were back at that studio, pretty much, violent crimes running wild there.
Like an everyday thing.
Yeah, it's almost to the point where now we're used to it.
Yeah,
I mean, I just
really am used to it.
Yeah, the whole thing. Growing up, me on 4th Avenue, I was telling Robin, I think I went a long time never seeing a police car with their sirens on, ever, or pulling out. But now we're very used to it. And on the 21st, the young man, 24 years old.
Yeah.
South Avenue. Everyone probably has seen it. It was all over. His name was Jalen, I think. Yes, Jalen. 24 years old. He was robbed and murdered.
Yeah.
So right there,
right in front of the house, right?
Yeah. And
gunshots.
His mom and dad are very good people. They're just like very good people who help out with the community and do so much for others in the community. Very religious people, and it was just so sickening that had happened.
Yeah.
Our deepest condolences, respect, and love to them. They are great people.
Well, I don't know how. I don't know how people get through it. I can't even imagine. That's and then in that oh God, in that way.
Yeah.
I mean, everything right there. God. You know what? We do have a video though that she put out.
Yeah.
I believe she put it out herself. Yeah. Why don't we play it? It's a minute long.
Yeah, I feel like parents should watch this. What's happening? If you want to play games and commit crimes, like look what you're doing to people.
Yeah, and God, we got our son's 20. I mean, this is all. I still can't get over the boy that Andy was friends with that was killed at Club Park. I still can't get over that.
Yeah,
he used to be at our house and everything.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And they killed him.
And he had a friend.
Oh, the other one that was the killer.
Yeah,
they killed somebody.
In New York laws, they can't be helping this at all. No. The bail law and all that, they can't.
No.
They feel they can just get away with it. No, there is the fear factor is.
Yeah, nobody's afraid to get in trouble anymore.
Why don't we play? Let's play her minute.
I want you all to listen to this. That is the cry of a mother who lost her son to senseless violence. Remember that cry. Tell your kids, this is not the answer. You're not a gangster. You're not a robber. You're not a thief. That's the sound of a grieving mother who lost her miracle son. I could not have any children. And God gave me a miracle son. And now he's gone in a blink of an eye.
Yeah. Just you can't even know.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking, terrible.
100%.
The most.
I think a lot of people know Marsha and Howard too. Yeah, and it's just sad. It's sickening that they have to go through that. I mean,
we've had a lot of parents going through this
Way
in
too
this
many.
city in
This
the
is
last 2
happening.
years.
Way too
I mean, it was
Yeah.
right at the road,
Oh my God.
right outside of their house.
That's like
Isn't that every parent's nightmare?
Wow.
Like when your
Do
kid
you-
walks out the door and
Do you remember that Robin, the guy I worked with, who's this is terrible. His wife and
Oh.
son were killed simultaneously coming out of the house. First, the one was stabbed to death, and the mother, and then they killed her too, all at the same time,
Yeah,
right
that was
there in her
awful.
room. That was in that summer when everything was we blew up the. 'Cause at one point, I think our record was like 9 for homicides in 1985, and then we blew it up to remember because it was like 30,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
one year it just went nuts. And now it just keeps on. It doesn't really keep growing; it just stays. They keep doing it.
Yeah.
It keeps
this
happening.
is like happening every single day. I don't know what the answer is. I don't, but I do know people that are working for the city and stuff. They're not really doing shit to help it. Try. I don't see.
Well, I think the bail reform's got people running around.
Bail reform.
Yeah.
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 Because they
Cashless
know,
bail.
yeah, they're getting out. So they're not gonna have to spend any time in jail until maybe if they go back and the judge sentences them. But usually if you got arrested, you couldn't post bail. You
Yeah,
sat
right,
in
you
jail
sat.
and everybody
Yeah.
else was safe.
Yeah.
And then you
Right.
got people like Nick
Yep.
D'Angelo
But not now.
reporting on
Yeah.
this stuff, and
Yeah, right. He's
Yeah, then
reporting
we
on
have-
it.
They're getting now some of these people that commit violent crimes are getting like I might have this wrong, but like a notice. You don't even go in. They didn't even hold them. They don't
Wow.
even know.
They-
You get notice to appear in court on a certain. That's
That's
it. And then
violent
they set
crimes.
them free.
Yeah.
Violent crime.
And I remember reading it originally when they tried to put it out there and when Cuomo was still in there. And it was supposed to not be like that. That's what they claimed. I remember it was going to be, but
Just
now I
grew,
guess it
huh?
just grows into.
that's why I'm not really
Wait,
worried about getting a lawsuit.
Isn't it funny though
Because
how
these people out here committing violent crimes not get in trouble.
everything like was a perfect storm, COVID. So now we don't want anyone in court because of COVID. So then we go to you know what I mean? Now all of a sudden we're doing this.
Yeah.
I feel like everything was just connected in some weird way to do things.
Yeah.
Maybe also to crash their economy, and that's why eggs are $6. I don't know,
They do.
but it's nuts. And then we go into, I was looking up some statistics because 2022 was out for Niagara Falls, and first off, we are still. They do a rating, and this is the FBI's crime reporting thing, and they do a rate. If your city is ranked 100, you'd be the safest city.
Okay.
Niagara Falls is 7.
Oh,
So
wow. Wow.
Niagara Falls is safer than only 7% of cities.
Wow.
And there's
All right, 7.
a few others.
Yeah.
There's a few other things that you have. I mean, there's one. I mean, I could put the chart up if I can see what the hell I'm doing. Let's see this one. Yeah, this is an interesting one. We're on that side there, the higher side. It says it's Niagara Falls crimes per square mile, and like Niagara Falls is 123. The national median is 26.8. So like we're that high above, and you can see it on the
national
on the
meeting 26 and we're 120.
123.
Oh.
You have a 1 in 10. You have a 1 in 110 chance of being the victim of a violent crime here. So out of every 110 people, someone's a victim. And statewide, it's 1 in 274. So throughout New York State. So we're 1 in
The odds here are much worse.
Yeah, for violent crime. Here's the number 7, as I was saying. It's the crime index. There it is. Safer than 7% of U.S. cities. I looked into the rape stuff and, them. And obviously we know that it's not reported. Because if it was reported, this would be way worse.
Right.
But it's still not good. Here's what I was telling you before the show. As I was looking, and you're looking at the top 15 in the country, they're all little cities.
Right.
It's not like you would think LA or Chicago. No, it's like little places like us, or 50,000, 100,000. Yeah. I assume that's you can get away with it. Because you know who you know. But anyways, Niagara Falls sits at a number of per capita. Wasn't really clear how they were doing this, but all I know is this: we're at 0.58, and the country median is 0.45. So, and when you add in those things that aren't, you know yourself how many people haven't reported.
Oh my God.
That won't. And
like 40 something people who haven't reported.
Okay. So I mean, it's and then the violent crime rate in Niagara Falls is here. There's more numbers. Hold on, let me find it. I almost missed that one. There's this. We're at 132% over the national average. Above the national, 132%. So it's like the violent crime rate in Niagara Falls is 899 per 100,000 people. That's 132% over the national rate, which is 387 per 100,000 people. So it's I mean, we know it's violent, and a lot of the violence is interesting too. Unless we're not being told, and I'm gonna assume that we probably don't know every,
right.
We don't know a lot. You never hear of a tourist getting.
No.
Never. No, I haven't heard one in all of this.
No, I haven't. I haven't heard.
And then it doesn't seem random. Any of these crimes, it seems very personal. Mm-hmm. These people are getting killed. I don't think it's random. I think they know who they're killing, and so obviously,
I wonder how much of that is gang related, though.
I think it's
in poverty.
Mm-hmm.
I think poverty has a lot to do with it.
Absolutely. And
glad you said that.
And the mayor likes to say
glamorous.
that it's not glamorous. Right. Well, that's why we have. But these murders that are happening every day,
a lot of them are money related, drug related. It's over that kind of stuff, or some kind of object or whatever it may be. But we are at 27.6% poverty rate. The country itself is at 12.8, and New York State is 18.5. So we're pretty high.
So then it's easy. I guess in my mind, this is a consequence of our city going into the pits. Our city has gone downhill year after year, and as our city's gone down, crime has spiked, and that's just the way it is.
I don't blame them. I don't blame City Hall that much. I blame Albany because they made it this way. That when they I just always think back to the 80s, and when everyone was working on Buffalo Avenue, or you worked for the city, or you worked at a factory. No one except a kid who maybe me would go part-time at Cave of the Winds worked in tourism. It wasn't our job. It wasn't for us. We weren't we were doing the other stuff. When that stuff got cleared out in the 90s, we weren't ready. Think about it. And the state just took it, and it's theirs. They made this mess. There's no mayor or city council that can fix. What are they going to do? They want this. This is perfect. Yeah. Every dime goes to the state, and they all know it.
Yeah.
And that's why you see people like the mayor being close with Hochul and things like that, and all the other ones, not just him. Let's see what we got. Dominic says, okay, did you see that? Did you see that? For God's sake. Yeah.
Uncle John.
Uncle John.
Someone should call the governor. She will get on this. Cough, cough. It's a crying shame, a natural wonder where you have to worry about getting mugged. Yeah, and killed and murdered and everything else. But poverty was a setup here. That's what I feel like.
I do too.
How did you have I remember through the 70s and 80s, it was unbelievable. Where Buffalo Avenue is, right? If you've seen I don't know if you've ever driven down there where Oxy is.
Yeah.
It used to be Hooker Chemical, but it's Oxy. That was like a little city. I remember going down there and you'd hear the whistle blows. It was like Flintstones.
Yeah.
Walk across and you'd see the people, and there was a lot of people working. Now there's no one. But they knew it was coming, right? Because what was it, NAFTA and all that stuff? They knew it was coming.
Right.
And the state didn't care.
Ross Perot.
Yeah. And
for him.
Yeah.
He signed that agreement. He goes, the jobs are you'll hear the sucking sound of the jobs coming right out of your country. Yeah. He was right.
And that's us. We are the result, I think, of it.
Oh, yeah.
here we are. And we've gone to places where there was salt too. When I was a kid, I used to go to Pennsylvania a lot, Arnold, Pennsylvania. And it was beautiful back then
Yeah.
because it was like coal and steel, mostly steel town. Robin, remember when we went?
Yeah.
It was unbelievable how bad it was.
Wow.
Desolate, just a ghost town. Never
Yeah.
seen. I couldn't believe it how bad it was. So they had one of those. It was a real small town. You know, I bet you they didn't even have 5,000 people. But like they had a clock tower. It was like really a cool looking place.
Yeah.
Remember how it looked? It almost looked like a movie, like Back to the Future type stuff.
That's exactly what it
But
looked like. Yeah.
It was no one there. It was all gone, except there were people. There was like at that time, I would say there probably were. What would they be? Guatemala, like things like that.
Yeah.
Remember? Because we went by my aunt's house,
Mhm.
and it was just destroyed. But here's Niagara Falls. Like, could you imagine if we didn't have the falls?
Oh, I know.
Oh my God! Or
Oh my
Canada. I mean, we would be them.
Right.
But I know we went to, what was it, the boardwalk in New Jersey?
Mhm.
You couldn't get off the boardwalk.
They were
told
telling
you-
us to
yeah.
too.
If you left the boardwalk, you were on your own.
On
Yeah,
your
it was
own.
basically
Yeah.
goes after 10 o'clock or so. Don't go off this
Don't-
boardwalk.
yeah.
It's got to be like here.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you
Don't do it.
you stay on
because
Goat Island, and hope you got a hotel nearby.
Once you leave the casino, Niagara Street and all them
Oh my
right there,
God.
you just go there. You're
Yeah.
putting your life in your own hands.
Oh
really.
my, yeah. Think about if somebody stumbles down 19th and ends up at Coastal,
Oh, I know.
or whatever, or even just across the street from the gas station there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're going.
I roofed a house for her dad right on the corner of 19th and Walnut. And I was on the roof during the day and watching the drug deals in the middle of the road. They couldn't care less. Money going through the windows, hanging on to pit bulls while they were doing it. And I was sitting up there watching. I go, I can't believe it. They showed this was years ago. How many years was that? 10 years easy, right? More than that. And they had no fear at all. There was no cop cars going around there or anything.
I remember.
And then the Topper Lounge closed, remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
God,
They redid
yeah.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
they shut it down again.
It was-
Killed that business.
I remember in the 90s sometime on 7th Street, they had so much dog fighting. I'll never forget. They would have
Brutal.
houses, you knew where they were.
Yeah.
You could tell, you knew what it was. You could hear it. It was so, because my friend Charles Fields,
Mhm.
I used to pick him up for work. He lived right there.
Yeah.
And you would know that you could hear the dog, and it was sick.
Yeah.
The Michael Vick Club.
Yes.
Those
Yeah.
poor
And it
dogs
was
get
right at
such
the
a
same
bad
time.
rap from it, too.
I know that
I don't know, like,
It's the people.
it's the people,
It's
not
got to
the
be the
dog.
people. Yeah.
I mean, Zoe's not really an angel, but she's,
Yeah, but you know what? Just if you listen to Caesar Milan, who
Mhm.
trains dogs, he says, I don't train the dogs. I have to train the people.
Right.
Oh,
It's the
right.
people that need to be trained on how to take care of a dog.
right.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have the people, a lot of them, it's just a stupid animal, right? Right?
So they shouldn't have dogs.
Mhm.
Right? They shouldn't
No.
have an animal.
No,
a
there
lot of
should
people
be.
should own animals.
So it's part of the crime thing. The dogs are part of the crime wave too, and they're involved in a lot of those people, same people. So, but until the city resurrects itself, it's going to get worse.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of concerned that I don't know how it can. Like I think about it, how
Yeah.
can it? The only way we can do it is manufacturing. I can't see this tourist stuff ain't working.
Yeah.
Because
No.
the state it's theirs. They're not giving it up.
Right.
So what are we gonna do? The mayor wants to build that thing, but that's still not gonna
Well,
be
the only
enough.
the only fact that you do have is that people come here by the thousands.
Allegedly millions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know
They
about
said
that, but
8
maybe
million.
let's
Yeah.
say, well, even so, those
Yeah.
people are here. Now, what do you do here? You give them an option to get off Goat Island, and there's a place to entertain your kids, water park, or whatever. That big aquarium idea was
Right.
great that one time. Remember that?
Yeah.
All those
Oh,
kind of
Aqua
things are
Falls, yeah.
great, but there is nothing.
Nobody wants to invest.
Well, why would you?
And
No.
Why would you?
140
When
acres
the
have been
lo-
sitting
Right.
for
Yeah.
so long with NFR.
And it's owned by who's it?
Howard Milstein,
Yeah,
NFR.
that's-
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
What, I mean,
Why has he got 140 acres
you would
there?
think it
It's
would
worth
be.
something.
You would think that everybody could make good money if everybody cooperated and got together and did something. That you would have better. You wouldn't have to worry about this stuff. It would be a lot better anyway.
I feel like there's no. I don't think you can live here and work here. Like
No.
if you live here, you got to work somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then that means you got to have a car. So that's difficult because people may not have a car. Or you know what I mean?
Right.
Buses don't work here very well. They're terrible.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we got a problem that I don't know how they fix, and I don't
Mhm.
think City Hall is really thinking about that. I think they more think about how can we. And this is what's sick about it to me. The tourists, okay, if we got they claim 8 million, whatever. our bed, the bed tax thing. I used to
Yeah.
bitch about that all the time,
Right.
and it's terrible. It's horrible. It's 5%.
Right.
And then they raise it to 6%, but that 1% goes to that trolley that brings everyone out of Niagara Falls to Lewiston.
Right.
So that's silly. That's ridiculous. Why is it that I can go, like, there's parts of Syracuse is like 18% the bed tax. Ours is not. Oh, what's on this? Dominic, what do you got here? Let's see. Remember 3 years ago when I was home, I mentioned going to the Como for dinner, and I remember my family saying you either have to get there before 5 and out by dark. Sad commentary. The only way to save the city is to find a way to motivate businesses. Look what they did when the factories were here. They gave people and business cheap power. Just an example. Right. And the state's still doing that in the county. Because the one factory that I was working at, they were getting everything paid for them.
Yeah.
They were from France, but they were everything. They didn't pay not a gas bill, not an electric bill, nothing. Just so they would stay. And they were here. They're still here, but the county pays for it all. And I don't know. My problem is I don't understand where we're at, right? Where would you work?
Right.
Like, where are you going to go? You can't work at Fridays.
No.
That's not doing nothing.
No.
I said, I'm going to work
There's
at
nothing that pays good enough.
tourist work isn't. I don't feel like it's
a
enough.
seasonal thing.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
And that's the other problem. We're only 3 months out of the year, really. So we're screwed. It's not really a tourist town, even though they want to say it is.
Right.
It's not.
No.
It never was. Maybe it could have been years ago somehow.
I know a lot of
And it's
young
not
girls
just-
who are working, they're going to strip clubs for working. That's
Of
where
course.
they have to go to get money
Yeah.
for their jobs.
Or drugs.
Yeah.
For money. I mean, this is. It's not even close to what I remember, or you got anyone remembers.
Other than you guys.
Yeah.
We're walking to the city market with my grandparents on
Yeah.
Woodlawn Avenue. We just walked. There was beauty. It was 5 times bigger than what they have now. It's fantastic.
I used to live off of Niagara Street and when I was younger, and we walk up and down Niagara Street
Yeah.
at night to each other's houses and never thought twice about it.
Right.
And now it's
No,
No,
don't
you
even
wouldn't
go
dare
near
put your
it.
toe out the door.
yeah.
No.
I remember walking from Forest Avenue all the way to 19th and Fall Street because my friend Mike Signorelli lived there, and it wasn't a problem. And then walk home, and then it, at 11 o'clock, 10
Yeah.
o'clock wasn't a big deal. My
No,
parents weren't
never
scared.
thought-
No one was
I was
shook.
up on 7th
Yeah.
and Niagara Street.
Right.
I gotta go
And then-
downtown for anything.
Yeah.
I do not bring my kids at all.
Yeah.
You
It's
can't.
no, you can't. I don't want the girls.
And what's it
Go
do?
around.
It kills the businesses down there. It
Right.
kills the Como. I don't want the Como to go down. I
Right.
want the Como there. It's been there forever.
Yeah, it's
Well,
on-
yeah,
it's
but
on
when
its
you
last
do
legs.
that, then you're wiping out the whole. I mean, you don't want that.
Sooner or later, you know what I can't believe still open for tuna. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
how
they
that
get 'em
stays
now.
open. I
All those
don't
people.
know because I know they must look at the obituary and be like, "Oh God,
Oh,
there goes someone
bakeries
else."
is what I want.
Oh, that's right. That
Yeah,
guy
I know.
came in and paid all the bills for them
Yeah,
that time.
right.
Yeah, and he put it on Facebook, and they love
Yeah.
him. He does the John Gotti work,
Yeah,
man.
he really
Just
does.
the bakery, little bakery guy. He paid for
You know,
everything.
the one who's struggling with flour.
Bet you he got his head probably just went, he said John Gotti.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
loves it. He
Oh
loves
my
it.
God, his head
Mhm.
probably fits the door right now.
Mhm. No, he's doing the playbook though, and people are so dumb. They're just
People are so.
bringing it in. They don't
Just,
care.
oh my God, we do so much. What do we do?
No,
to
you do.
help
You know what? You do nothing. The woman here that we were just talking with, whose son was murdered, does
Right.
dumb. Those people don't do anything. You're doing everything just to be seen.
Right.
You just
How they
stop.
get their money from handing out so much food?
Good question. And pizza, everything else
Yeah.
is just being.
Yeah.
That's not. Doesn't make
I
sense.
still want to know if they're paying all that extra for the flour. Remember they said they
Oh, yeah.
couldn't
Yeah.
afford the flour. We
Right.
wouldn't have to raise our
I think they were hoping for
prices.
another GoFundMe.
Yeah. What about the eggs? They must be going nuts. They're so expensive. Wow. But yeah, I don't know. But we got to talk about them. We got some D'Angelo stuff. What else do we have?
It's our favorite hometown rapist.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a statue up to him. Don't you think a statue?
I'm sure.
I'm sure City Hall. Right.
Surprised the mayor has it.
Money. They could get money there. You could put them out in front of the City Hall, right next to that big statue. Wouldn't that look nice?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure the mayor's
Well,
thinking about it.
I'm sure when it gets close to his trial, they might light up the balls some certain color, maybe purple. Like
Yeah.
it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that
They
one
would
too.
be very happy.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do it right in April instead of turquoise. So, for
Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe
right.
Niagara Action will come up.
Yeah.
And once again, you know what's funny again? And then we would take a commercial real quick. I was on Twitter and I'm looking at their Niagara Action page on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's only got 6,000 followers. Okay, that seems normal.
Right.
They follow like 300 people. That's normal. Go to Facebook, 135,000 followers.
Every single day,
What?
up 1,000 or
It's not
2,000.
real.
It's not real. You
It's
can't.
not
It's just not.
And
There's no way.
IRS is not earning any followers. They are
He's
paying
cooking the numbers, is he?
paying for followers, and it's
Yeah.
very easy to do.
We got 2,800 followers, and that seems normal and right. We're here in Niagara County. That's who's going to come.
Right.
There's not 135,000 people here.
No,
So
certainly
it's-
not 135,000 people that care.
I'm sure if you look through that though, I can't imagine how many of them are like those
Bots.
girls like from Taiwan. Or
Yeah.
and-
Oh,
Yeah.
those two, you can't even really go look and see where some of those followers are from too. So.
yeah.
Well,
Oh, that's right. The Nick Walenda statue. I forgot all about that. That's
Yeah.
another guy who just got up and left and blamed everyone else.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a break? Because we'll come back and we got a lot still. We got a whole lot. We got that. Oh God, with that, the victim of Nasser. It was a good
Yeah.
video you got. What she says to the judge is what
Yeah.
should be said every day. Because she was right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's take our break. We'll be back in about 2.5 minutes.
Digits 988 can save a life. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides connection to free confidential support. There is hope. The Lifeline works. For 24/7 confidential support, just call, text, or chat 988.
I don't know. Gee, I'll take you.
Hotline it's a place to feel supported and heard.
It's a place to feel validated and to be reminded that you're not alone. It's a place to feel safe.
The National Sexual Assault Hotline connects survivors and their loved ones with support.
There are 2 ways to connect, by telephone or online chat.
800-656-HOPE directs people to their nearest sexual assault service provider.
We can talk you through what happened and offer resources for long and short-term support.
Visitors to online.rain.org will chat with one of our support specialists.
The service is available 24/7, and it works like other instant messaging and chat services you may be familiar with. We can talk you through what happened. We're here to listen and not judge, no matter what happened or when it happened.
We offer resources for recovery. Whether you call or chat, everything you share is confidential.
We never ask for personal information like your name, age, or location.
Chat sessions are never stored, so everything you share is anonymous. RAIN's hotline staff goes through an extensive screening and training process.
And all chats are overseen by an online hotline supervisor to make sure that you have a good experience.
Get help today by visiting online.rain.org.
Or by calling 800-656-HOPE.
Support is now available in Spanish by visiting rain.org/es. You are not alone.
You deserve support.
We are here for you.
We are here for you.
We are here for you.
All right, we're back.
You see that last one, Niagara Action, stop sharing fake news.
Oh my God, yeah.
Please.
Somebody going after him today, good, about
Did they?
like saying like, aren't you guys supposed to be a news page? Why are you constantly sharing Buffalo Bill stuff? Like,
My son last night, you didn't even tell you this. I forgot. It was the middle of the night. Andy sends me a text of these people talking about the Niagara Action. He goes, "What is this?" They were saying one person is saying, "I'm going to get blocked on there," or whatever, and the other person says, "I think they're getting ready to deactivate." I don't know what they were talking about.
Wow.
I had no idea what they meant. You didn't hear nothing about it, right?
No.
Actually, I was going to ask you about it.
no, I didn't hear anything about
Yeah, so that was interesting. I'll just send
Yeah.
I'll send you the text.
Yeah,
after the
definitely.
show.
Well, good. It should get ready to deactivate because it's ran by a pedophile. It's
I think
disgusting.
people little by little, they are getting it.
Yeah,
I can tell. There's new names of people that are
making up and stuff.
saying
Yeah.
stuff and actually. But they're right. Why is he such a sports page? And
Right.
why? You know what's really getting to me? And I won't say any names because I know the people. I've talked to the people.
Yeah.
We've talked to the people. They talk on sometimes with us, but sometimes off. And they still share the damn Bill stuff from that page.
It's so ridiculous. Like, don't people
E-
look at what they're sharing? Like, look at the person's pages that they're sharing.
ESPN does it all. It's all you need.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't go?
And he's saying stupid stuff. You don't even know what he's saying about the
been
game.
a lot of stuff too. Like somebody sent me something showing how inappropriate of words he's using,
Yeah.
and they're like the disgusting words he uses. Like no actual news page or a professional page would say those things or use those words. He's disgusting.
135,000 followers. Wow.
Yeah. He was up by another 1,000
Maybe
today.
he should run for president.
He should be, because that's an incredible number.
He's had experience with running Janelle Fosso's campaign. I mean, that's what he was doing with Janelle Fosso's page. He was buying a lot of
Wojciech
things.
too, right?
Yeah, Wojciech too. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think the mayor of it right now.
Yeah.
I believe, at least photos. I don't know. He didn't run. I'm sure the other one ran it, but he took.
He did whatever online stuff there was. He did the online stuff.
While we're talking about that, I want to bring up that.
Which, by the way, why is it that all these people can't find anyone but a serial rapist pedophile to run their campaigns? Like, there's nobody else around here that can take a picture and run a campaign.
No, yeah, I don't.
I bet you our daughter would do a great job. There's a perfect example.
Dominique would do well.
Could she hack into people's phones and find things
Yeah,
out?
Yeah.
Like somebody like Janelle, what advantage was it for her to have him running that campaign? There must have been some there.
Something.
Whether it's friendship, whether it's money, whether it's relationship, whatever.
Hacking.
Dirty.
He serves her something,
Well, the fact the part that bothers me is instead of just telling the truth to everybody, she lied and said she has nothing to do with it. But we all knew she had everything. Like, why would you lie when people know that? It's you know what I mean?
She's that, but
just like the little bakery. Like, you guys associate with Nick D'Angelo too. You're very involved with him. You try to help him.
We heard.
I heard you over the phone.
I've
talked to you personally. Like, you tried helping Nick D'Angelo, but you actually no, I can't even say that. They have yet to come out and denounce it or say anything. They have yet to come out and say no. We have nothing to do with Nick D'Angelo. They won't do it.
They can't because we would have something that would we would have something that would say that's not true.
Right.
Let's go to the recording of you on.
Yeah.
We got you recorded, so stop.
Yeah, calling me a bitch.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So there you
Remember
go.
that recording?
I do too.
And I hope anybody out there who likes to support the little bakery will think of that recording every time you post on their posts or every time you rave about their free bread or
saying how creative people they are doing that. He has tried helping.
Someone tried to do something, right? This is on TikTok.
Yeah, some weird.
Look at that weird stuff.
Guy.
What are they?
The videos were scary. They were just,
the clown one was unbelievable.
Yeah,
the other one's just an idiot. He was waving like a.
Yeah, but you hear the music in the background. It was like creepy music.
Yeah, scared.
All of his videos, all the videos were like that. He had like maybe like I don't know, like 6, 7 videos, and they were all creepy like that. All of a sudden, I look at my TikTok; they're mostly all good comments, but then I got this idiot in there saying like, "Stop harassing and leave him alone."
He's like somebody who sits in a basement.
Yeah. Why would you
check it? Being looked into.
You wonder what? I would just love to know. I wish I could find out why. Why would you come on to this?
Right.
Like, what made you find this? Or where's he from? Do we know?
No. Well, look who he is. Look what he. Look at him. He's got that
He probably wishes he lived
pedophile
here.
vibe to him. He probably
Yeah,
looks
oh
up
my
to
God,
Nick.
yeah.
He probably wants to come here.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you this is the spot.
He
You know?
probably looks up to Nick. Like,
I think everybody who saw that picture said, whoa. Like,
Yeah.
what?
yeah. It was
Yeah. So
crazy.
this is what's dealt with. Look at this.
Yeah, this is what backs Nick D'Angelo. These are the people who back Nick D'Angelo up.
Yeah. Look at that.
There's his supporters.
Now, since we brought up the bakery, they had an issue
Yeah.
giving out bread in Lewiston where they broke some, what'd they do? They broke some, what do you call it? Like ordinances or something.
Yeah, then they said, I think.
And then this was a very vile,
Yeah, he took
horrible.
that down, but too many people screenshot it. So many people screenshot this and stuff. I got some, like 20 different people. He's saying that he thought it was like by neighbors or something. So, but no neighbors called on him. What it was is he did something he wasn't supposed to do, and he wanted to cry and complain and turn it into boo-hoo, poor me. I'm going to play the victim card, and I need sympathy, and hopefully somebody sets me up GoFundMe. That's exactly what it
And
was.
on there, he's trying to say that the Lewiston people don't want downtown Niagara
Yeah.
Falls people.
Yeah,
That was
right.
that was
That
really.
pissed me off, like saying that Lewiston people don't want, like trying to turn people against each other.
Uh-huh.
And that's what he does. That's what they do.
And he doesn't even live in Niagara Falls.
No, he doesn't.
And there's the new one.
In all reality, he was doing something that he wasn't supposed to be doing, and unfortunately, he's got to learn to follow the law. He's got to follow the rules like a normal person
Yeah.
would, and he doesn't like it.
Well, his father isn't a cop anymore, right?
No, but I'm sure
Right.
he's friends with police. So.
You know what else they got to realize? These people, they insert themselves. They're not just doing what they do. They insert themselves into the like picture.
Yeah.
Like they want to be in it.
Right.
They want to be in the politics. They want to be in everything. Well, when you're in it, guess what?
Yeah.
We're watching and we see it.
Yeah.
This is what's amazing about these people. They want the publicity.
Yes. They do.
Well, guess
Brave it.
what?
Brave. And then this type of stuff happens, and then
People are paying attention.
Yeah.
And good for the town of Lewiston. I
Yeah,
don't
good
know.
for
I
them.
mean, you can't always get your way.
right.
Right,
Like
you know?
he's basically saying this shouldn't happen to me. I'm
Right.
too why
I give away bread.
yeah,
How
I give
dare
away
you.
bread. I should be allowed
Right.
to do what other
In
people aren't
Niagara,
allowed to do.
and in Niagara Falls, you get away with it.
Yeah.
With no problem. And there's other people too. They know it.
Yeah. So this is just a
No,
perfect example of a spoiled brat not wanting to follow the rules and getting upset that he was made to follow the rules.
And then bringing
Even
out
the whole-
lawyers.
Yeah,
and he's
and
gonna get a
the
lawyer
whole-
to do what?
the whole thing with having to slice open his pool was,
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
I mean, to use his kid
Nobody
like
had-
that was
yeah.
ridiculous. And also, if your pool isn't within regulations,
What are you
well,
gonna
then
do?
get your pool
Yeah.
within regulations. Why
It's
can you?
winter time. Why does he
But-
need a pool right now anyway? Like,
That's true too.
you know?
But why would he be the exception
Right.
and not somebody? I mean, if it was somebody else, they would have to take their pool
Exactly.
down. So
Does
why
he have any
shouldn't he have?
sympathy for anybody else who's had to go through that?
Right.
Like other people, I mean, just because you're Jason Conti and you give away free bread does not mean that you're above the law.
And the bread's not that good. The bread's not good
Oh,
enough
it's nothing
to.
like
No, wait till you
Trisella.
hear what I
Yeah.
heard they make.
Nothing like Trisellas. You know what else too? He's not even the owner,
Mm-mm.
right? Because
No,
he's
it's
not the
girlfriend.
owner. Right.
His
For
girlfriend, he wants
certain
to pretend
reasons.
he's-
Certain reasons that we won't mention.
I was just gonna say,
So-
there's a reason for
Oh,
that.
there's a
Mhm.
we know, yeah, oh yeah. We got the reason, but we won't say. We'll be nice. Oh, look how nice we are. It's
Yeah,
almost like
yeah.
giving out free bread
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
I just gave out not saying nothing, which usually doesn't happen.
You're right.
We'll be nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
Or saying nothing.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
You know, the commercial we ran today was Rain.
Yes.
It was a pretty cool one. It's telling you about their 24-hour service.
Yeah.
And call if you've ever. I came across this. Every 68 seconds, someone in the United States is sexually
I
assaulted.
cannot believe it.
That's incredible. When you
That
think
is
about that
incredible.
number, that is wild. Every 68 seconds.
Wow.
Wow.
That's like every minute.
Yeah,
Every minute.
I know.
Oh, Vern, dirty cow. Yeah, so I mean, every 68 seconds, someone is and then I can't even. And this is for Sexual Assault Awareness Month, which is coming. And I remember what I was promised.
Yeah, I do too.
And
Mhm.
and I'll tell you this. I'm going to say this to the guy who he promised me. Borgatti promised, but I asked him. I don't want it to be a political show.
Right.
I don't want to hear "We lit up the falls" due to the Niagara County Democrat.
Right.
Then stick it. I don't want it.
Right.
Right.
I don't want them anywhere near me or anybody. They don't need to be around.
Right.
You know, they have
Do the
enough.
right thing.
That's why I don't want them on our show, because they got enough ways to get themselves
Oh, yeah.
out there.
Mhm.
They don't need to be here.
No.
Never. I will not. I swear to God,
Because they're
I
not-
wasted a year with them idiots when I was trying to do that stupid debate.
Right.
Yeah.
I wasted it, and I acted like it was the worst this show's ever been.
Yeah.
That was before you come out. I
Yeah.
was doing it myself. It was remember how bad it was? The show was unwatchable because I had these idiots on, and I had to be nice to them, kind of, and I was just getting sicker and sicker to my stomach as I was doing it. I don't forget it.
And they're not
terrible.
coming here to say what needs to be said.
Right.
No, then
It would be a different story if they were coming here to say, you know what, this is ridiculous. Why isn't Nick D'Angelo in jail? Why
why can't they say
everyone
afraid to
getting
touch
shot?
All afraid to touch.
Yeah.
You know what else?
Why is our city or our county higher in that sexual assault than the 1 every 68 seconds?
The other thing,
Nobody wants to come here and talk about that.
And the other thing is, then those guys would leave and act like, and women, and act like they were what did you say, ambushed?
Right.
Didn't do
Yeah.
anything to them. There should have been ambushing.
Yeah.
And it's the most regrettable things. It's disgusting. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then in the end, what did I get for it? They all
Slap in the
did what they
face.
did.
Yeah.
And one of them now is the what do you call it? Niagara Falls City Chairwoman.
Yeah.
Did you see her Facebook page?
No.
Oh my God. I don't know why I didn't bring this.
Oh no. What is it?
Oh man. I can't believe I didn't put this on here. It's coming on next week. You saw it.
Yes.
I gotta send it to you.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
disturbing.
It's the chairwoman, who you know who it is,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, she's in a tub with another woman, bubble bath, and it's unbelievable that
Well, now that you heard
they
that,
would do
it'll
that.
be taken down.
It was already gone. It's
Oh.
gone already.
Oh, okay.
It's gone already because
You think
They're
they
already-
wouldn't post that type of stuff just
Mhm.
because you're supposed to be.
I got it though.
Professional.
It was sent to me by someone else, and because I don't.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about screenshots.
Yeah.
They don't go away.
Remember when I showed you? I was just like, what the hell is
Most of my
this?
phone is screenshots. That's why I have so much storage taken up.
Think
Screenshots.
about we talked about Fossil being the most immature.
Right.
Look at that.
Well,
I
they're
mean, how
friends.
immature these people
They're
are.
friends, so.
Mhm. Oh yeah, they didn't mind doing the wiener roasts and all
Yeah.
that shit
No.
there. Because they were doing so much for the people on South. Because that's where it was. I remember down on
Yeah.
South.
Yeah.
They were doing so much. So
Where are they now?
Yeah, right.
that's a good question. Who's coming around now?
Right.
Right, open the
Now
couple
that they
packs of hot
actually
dogs.
need it.
Yeah, right.
Where's well, if we had this fight before, it's why those people marched to his house.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't he pay attention to the families here that are hurting instead of
Right.
the ones at NU?
Right.
So let's see, what's Burdette saying? Yeah, that short older guy had that is a politician is grimy as hell.
Oh, I think I know who he means. Is he talking about George?
Maybe Maziar's?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Vernon says they're all drunks. They are fucking morons. So that comes from Vernon.
Get over it.
Oh, I'm not doing this.
Oh, Vernon.
You said that live the last time he was on with us. Yeah. Yeah. Remember, he was like, yeah. Always goes to this.
There's
No,
I love
something's, yeah.
Nobody has no
The bathtub emoji is what.
Yeah, oh my God. Poor Vernon, though, when you think about it,
Vernon's civil rights have been
yes,
violated.
and this is what I don't like about what happened to him. I mean, even though me and him have gone back and forth on some things, he did do a lot for those people.
Yeah.
He walked door to door. He did petitions. He was a big, whatever you want to call it. I'd say different. He knows what word I'm thinking. And what they did to him.
Yeah.
They just completely threw him out. They literally threw him out.
Yeah.
Threw him right out of the committee because of his relationship with
Yeah,
us.
that's like childish shit. That's like high school shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Because-
what you get, I guess, when you associate with those parties.
Yeah, you got to get
Right.
away from him. That's the
Right.
that's the point. It's the only way. I was having a conversation with him the other day on Messenger. It's the only way to get out in this city.
Yeah.
And you know what stinks? I wish there was a way you could be in a part, and I wouldn't do this, not me, but I know other people would do it. You could be in a party for national elections,
Right.
and state elections, maybe whatever, but not in your local. Like local should just be your name and no party.
Right.
Can't they even do it there? I know they can't do it in Washington because it's way far gone.
Right.
But locally, why can't we do that?
That would be a great start, and then eventually we could work up to where it would be that way.
A
in
lot of people
Washington.
talk about it, don't they? The parties, both parties have.
You know, there's more people registered no party here.
Yeah.
Than anything else in the city.
And if you're independent, you're kind of penalized because you can't vote primary.
Right.
It's almost like a penalty.
Yep. Yeah, and they got rid of all the parties, which I was happy. To be honest, I hate parties, so why would I want more of them? So the hell with them all. So now we got 2.
Where we can create a Dr. Seuss adult version book about the politicians.
Yeah.
We should actually.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, you'd be stunned. That's like Maziar's is stunning. I mean, what's going on? It actually is I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. To come out the way he is, like he's some righteous. But then the people, I mean, Glenn Aronow, remember him?
Yeah.
And all that. I just he installed them. So I don't know. But no, whatever. If he can do something, that's great.
Yeah, well, let's see what he does.
I don't know. Because my problem is this, though. Once again, he's a Republican. So what's he going to do? He's going to replace that Republican with another Republican, and nothing's going to. It's the same guy. It's just just got there a different way, but you're the same animal. Just like what am I Democrat? All Democrats on the county legislature gets away with murder around here too, because they just stay silent.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They don't have to deal with anything.
They don't say a word, but yet they represent parts of our city.
Yeah.
Not a word.
You can't even go to your county legislator for anything.
No.
They don't want to be a part of anything.
No, they got it made.
Yeah.
I guess.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What's their motive for becoming a legislator in the first place? I mean, how much money do they get?
It's not that much. I don't know what it is, but I know it's not like it's no big deal.
I should go back and find like the.
I know what it is.
It's a supplement money.
I know what it is. It's why these guys run for city council. It's to get in that New York State retirement. To just keep on padding your stats, you know. Yeah, because I've heard the one Tompkins say it. I mean, he can write out and say it about I just need a couple more years for my retirement. Well, there you go. You just told us all. I mean, and done good. You should, because we know what you're doing. They all do it. That's the only reason they're there, is for that or ego. There are egos, like the mayor's ego. Others are.
Wouldn't it be cool?
And
if
jobs.
This was all volunteer.
Yeah.
Somebody would volunteer their time. There's no money involved.
Right.
You said it's 24,000, Vernon, to be a county legislature. It's more than I thought. That's a little too much. They should take some
You
away.
buy eggs with that.
Yeah,
there you go.
Eggs for a month.
Yeah, there you go.
I gotta start driving the eggs.
That's
Just
ridiculous.
put
The
wheels
eggs
on
are
it.
that much.
That infuriates me. I mean, think about it. That's the symbol of everything.
All that was pre-warned, wasn't it?
Sure was.
Everything that's happening now was warned.
Yeah.
You vote that way, this is what you're gonna get. It's plain as simple.
Yeah.
And COVID really put the hammer down. You know what I mean? Like it really made sure this was going to be what we have.
China knows what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. And they always have, and we always look foolish, you know. But I don't know. Yeah, 24,000. And you know what else they do? Like one of the other councilmen, they'll get on there not only for the retirement, but then they get themselves, when they're done, they'll be promised a job for the school. You know, I'll be a teacher's assistant. I'll be something.
Check and see
Anything,
if that's a good
less.
person or not, and just throw them there to work with kids.
Oh yeah.
No,
Put
they
kids
love
in
to do
danger
that
by
around
letting these
here.
people work with kids.
I really don't understand how that doesn't happen. Like there's no background checks.
Yeah.
Where you go,
And we know
Seems like our city just doesn't like to do background checks on anybody.
or county.
Unless they do and they say, oh, well, then you're the perfect person to work.
Yeah.
Maybe they will do background checks.
all that. I think with time to be teaching for as long as I did. I think now what goes on in this world, coming into teacher, everything should be drug tested, backgrounds, everything. All checked out big time.
Whenever you're working with kids, it should be.
Because I bet it's easier to do background checks now than it was in the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
and 80s. Like you had to really do a lot of research. Now it's not that hard. I can do it myself.
I can do a background check.
Definitely. So I don't know. You know that I don't know. Demetrius Nix is a guy who wants to run. He's got a thing out there for mayor. Like he's got a little Facebook page, 2023. Now Demetrius is interesting. I have talked to him before. Now, I will say this: he's not a politician. No, because when you hear, it's funny. I saw the mayor of Lockport. Remember her?
Yeah.
She's got a thing up that says she's running again, and her big slogan is "It's people over politics." Okay. When you hear that, you know damn well it's not.
Right.
That's the complete opposite. It's just like when it was just like when that whatchacall told me, Colin Ligamari, and someone else did too. Oh, I'm not a politician. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
the first thing you did was so political. It was
That
ridiculous.
became very famous with Trump because
Yeah.
Trump wasn't a politician. So they started a lot of people started to use, I'm not a politician. So they try to use it.
Yeah, and these people are so sick, and because once you take the money, you're a politician. And once you take the the party's money, you know what, you're owned, and you're going to do what you got to do, especially here.
Right.
Especially if you want that job, or you need health insurance, or you think you need health, or you want better health insurance than you have, type of bullshit. And I really think I've heard it my whole life, though. You know what? I don't have to think. I know from growing up in this whole environment, people just getting in, not even just running, but getting a job that would be cutting grass and be well beneath them, what they would do just so they could get the retirement thing, be in there and have their stacks. Yeah. So that's what the city does.
Yeah.
And that's why it's amazing. I mean, there was times when I worked for, Cape of the Winds, and there was this guy there was a city parking lot, and he's there taking the tickets. He was a guy they should have a background check on too.
Yeah.
But they didn't care. Old guy, and what is he doing? That's a job for a kid.
Right.
Why would you be in that booth?
Right.
It just doesn't stop. We got something though I want to play. Well,
Which one?
that victim statement.
Yes, that was powerful. The whole thing was powerful, but it was really what she says at the end that got me. That's what I want this judge to hear. It's exactly what I want this Judge Givens, to hear.
Yep. And this is one of the victims, hundreds of victims of Larry Nassar from Michigan State.
Yeah.
And he was at Michigan State, but he was the U.S. wasn't he the U.S.
Yeah,
doctor.
doctor for it.
And some of the things that she said, I did not put that on there. It was a little long, but it was so disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the stuff she was saying was
coming
being done
forward.
to her.
She
Oh
came
my
forward
God.
before anybody.
Yeah, she was the first
She was the first one to come forward. This was happening before he was a doctor, before he was doing that to all the other girls, and she tried getting his license, take away everything. But they didn't listen to her.
Yeah, and she's the one who did it. She got the ball rolling, and the things he was doing was so damn disgusting. And let's listen to her. It's only a minute long. She's now going to address the judge. She just finished her victim statement.
Your Honor, there is no time that Larry Nassar can serve that will give me back those years with my family, or the time and energy I spent sorting out my anger, frustration, and confusion. But I can tell you this. Our law does not do enough to prevent predatory acts, and often does not do enough to punish predators who have committed the hideous act of abusing a child. I can also tell you, Larry Nassar is a predator without boundaries. His patients weren't safe, his friends' children weren't safe, and even his own children weren't safe. If he is ever allowed to re-enter society, he will not hesitate to reoffend. We have all done our part to get to this point, and will continue to do our part to combat the diseased societal thinking that kept 100+ victims quiet for decades. But right here, right now, it's your turn. I implore you to do your part. Make a statement that forces other predators to think twice. Keep Larry Nassar out of our communities. I ask for a minimum of 40 and a maximum of 125.
There you go. Yeah, and you just said her father.
Her father committed suicide over, he was having problems, and one of the problems was, when she was a little girl, she was telling the father, he's doing this to me, and he confronted Larry Nassar, and Larry Nassar said, no, I would never, and he believed Larry Nassar, and he made her apologize to him for telling on him, and then once the father found out that this was all coming to light and true and stuff, the father had some other issues too, but that she even said, I really believe it wasn't, she addressed Larry Nassar too and said, if it wasn't for you, I believe my father would still be here. I believe he would still be here.
Wow. And that was a lot of parents, I think, did that to these girls.
Yep.
And
there's a lesson for everyone. Believe your kids.
Believe your kids. Yeah.
Believe your kids and stop. And that's another thing too, because I've gotten this a lot lately. Oh my God, that person, I would never guess that person would do something like that. Oh my God, that person, I would never think they would do that. Stop with the whole, they would never. Just like people do with the little bakeries. Stop with they could never. No. Why do people think that way? Like, do you really,
I'm not
are you
gonna
that,
tell
like,
you.
that's something you learn at
Well,
a young age.
And
Don't trust people.
do you think that these criminals, that these pedophiles and rapists and scumbags are going to be honest
Right.
about who they are? They're going to come out and say, "Oh, I'm raping children."
Yeah.
No, they're slick. They're behind
No,
suits a
of
lot.
course,
Yeah,
of
they're
course,
gonna-
they're putting
they're
up
gonna
a
do
good front,
everything they can.
intending to be something that people will look at and say, "Oh, that person would never."
Yeah, they're going to do
They're
everything.
polished.
Yeah.
Polished. A lot of
Masters.
teachers
Mhm.
or priests
Yeah.
that have the people, they got the public by
Yeah.
short hairs or whatever, and people
Yeah.
won't know. Same thing when I told you about the church that I won't mention.
Right.
When I found out that this was a pedophile, had been arrested twice, and that the father in charge of the church was no better. And when I talked to a few people at this church, the first reaction is exactly like you said. Oh no, he's a good man. He would never do that. He's been arrested. The guy was arrested twice.
It's
so
like Nick D'Angelo was already convicted and arrested before for
so it's
same
hard.
crime.
It's hard to get the people to listen, to understand. They're like in their little shell, and they don't want to know anything. Anything
Till it
bad like
happens
that
to
they
their
have.
head.
I don't know if it's a natural instinct or what. For
It's
people to
stupidity.
block,
I think it's stupidity.
It's amazing.
I think it's stupidity.
or is it fear?
Mhm.
There's got
I
to
think
be.
it's stupidity. I think I like.
Well,
I really
some of
do.
it, yeah.
I think a lot of people are stupid, and I'm gonna be
And a lot of people don't care that kids get.
No,
a lot
they
of people
don't.
think it's just sex.
Yeah.
And some people just say they don't really think it's anything.
No.
They think it's all right.
They think it's
What's the matter? Get over it. You're 11, you're 14. What do you? Come on. I was told that by someone.
Yeah.
I was told by the assemblyman that get over it.
Yeah.
So I mean, what do you?
You punched him in the face.
No, it was over the phone to me. He did address it to me though, and I will say that he realized that it wasn't a good idea to say that because it was wrong. But
But he said.
But he said it.
He said it,
and that was his first
So
reaction.
his real person came out first.
Right.
And when he found out he might be in trouble,
He just made me. Yeah,
that's all it was.
I
He
think.
was covering.
I think that.
Piece of shit. Who is he?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we have one of them. One assemblyman. But anyhow, all I'm saying is I think they just don't care. We're learning that as
Yeah,
that
they don't.
people kind of think it's all right, that it's not really that bad.
No.
And I don't
And these
understand.
people can hand out free bread and commit crimes, and people will be like, "Oh my god!" But they do so much for the community.
It's the John Gotti
They
effect.
would never.
They always do this. Who's gonna? I mean,
Oh, he's always been so nice when I've seen him. You wouldn't have
Right.
heard that about D'Angelo.
Oh
Well,
my
of
God.
Always been
course.
so nice.
I'm sure.
Yeah, of course.
What's
What do
he
you
Well,
think
they
he's gonna
didn't
do?
kill her. She's okay. She didn't get hurt. She said they didn't kill her. It's not like they killed her. People
That's the
think like that.
thinking. I know.
That's the thinking behind that.
It's just sex. I've heard it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I've read it. These idiots say that
Yeah.
stuff.
that was consensual when it comes to a minor. Not even thinking that a minor can't.
No. And that's what we fight, I guess, against on here is trying to just get people to understand that's not normal. It's not.
And that mindset of that person could never
is
is
that-
not normal
yeah,
either.
that's
That's not
well,
normal.
because look, I mean, you can go all through this. Look at Ted Bundy. Everyone said that about. Oh, he's not. Look at him. He was dressed. What nice looking guy, right? He was smart. Everything else. Everyone.
Personable.
Yeah. Oh
He
yeah.
knew how to
Shake your hand.
sway.
Talk.
Oh yeah.
And he could never. I heard that. We heard
What's the
that.
first thing that somebody usually says when like you find somebody committing a crime and they go and they ask people who knew the murderer or something? Oh my God, I would never have expected.
Right.
That's the first thing out of their
Well, because
mouth.
if you didn't expect it, wouldn't you? I mean,
Right.
you're reporting it. Like,
Right.
oh, this guy looks like he's about to murder someone.
And they're good. Give them credit. They're that good. Ted Bundy was that good. He had tons of people fooled.
Yeah.
Most people fooled. So they start looking into it. Then holy shit, found he was a monster, an absolute monster.
Yeah. And murder, people get themselves shook up over. Rape,
Yeah,
not so
right.
much, or sexual assault. It's really, as I look at what's going on with certain cases now and stuff,
Yeah, I know.
it's not really being given its importance, like.
right.
And of course, it ends up in civil court. So when it's in there, it's really it's really just a smokescreen.
Yeah.
It's to keep everyone hidden.
Mhm.
That's all it is. It's just let's make this go away.
Right.
And the victims don't deserve that. But that's what happens. That's all that happens.
Mhm.
And
And a lot of times these people don't even have to walk into court.
Right.
no, you're right. It ends up being taken care of between lawyers,
Yeah.
right? They don't never have to walk in there so you could be seen.
Yeah.
Come back from out of town and go into the courtroom or whatever.
Yeah.
They don't do it. They
They
don't.
expect people to show up for defamation. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh God. Scott says he's in it. Nick is Wayne Gacy. Yeah, John Wayne Gacy. Dominic says, if you think it's okay for these acts to occur, deserve to be that bathtub with these Democrat chair and her friends. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just know that, like, going through all this, I've heard it so many times. I
Yeah.
bet you have.
Oh yeah.
Robin, you guys have heard it. I mean, it's sick.
Yeah.
It's sick. I mean, as I am watching and reading your stuff that's going on through the civil case, it's insane.
Yeah.
She's never. They're never going to do anything. I'm seeing as this is going on.
And they just drag it out too.
Yeah,
Drag
and drag it. Well, you know,
anything they can drag it out.
I was reading something today when you were sending me stuff, and I started reading stuff about the Catholic Church with all that. Do you know that they let them drag it out until they could file for bankruptcy? They let that happen. That they were able to file for bankruptcy before they ever started the proceedings. And that's nuts.
Yeah,
Well,
that's ridiculous.
So, you know, what are we going to do here with the Niagara Falls School District and the other districts? I mean, there's hundreds of kids in the school district that have
They should
spoken.
actually be making it more public so more victims can come forward.
That's what I wish could happen, or they would think about doing.
Because if they just made it more public, more people might come forward.
Yes, and
They
it
should.
and if you, and sadly now,
We
the
know that
Child
more
Victims
victims-
Act is gone,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they don't have an appetite for it.
Right.
And that's
That's a
sad. That's really sad. And I don't get how all them lawmakers shouldn't be able to sleep. That's
No,
disgusting.
they're
That you just let it go. You don't even care. I don't know what to say. And then they blamed COVID a little bit, saying that the courts are all backed up. I don't care if they're backed up.
They don't want to have it either. You know, it's past that now.
Yeah,
There's
you
no-
see them things. You talk about the one guy who was.
And
Yeah,
so-
yeah, yeah. Yeah, they're not gonna- yeah.
Get out of the courtroom so they don't get sick and put them out on the streets so they can rape and kill.
Yeah.
Good
I mean,
idea.
Yeah.
How about just get COVID and go home with the body aches and
Or go to the jail cell.
go to
with
the
body.
jail with the body
While
aches?
you wait.
Yeah.
But we got a real problem, as she says. I wish I knew her name, unfortunately, but the first victim of Nassar.
Yeah.
She says we just don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
Because these
They don't
people
do enough.
don't. You're gonna sit there, and your situation. I'll go with yours. The guy admits, I did this hundreds of times, and this person was under the age of 14, and I did it. Okay,
That's it.
no. See you
So
later.
you could admit that you committed it.
And no one
Right.
cares. It's like if they just
Trial.
walk off.
That's why you get vigilante justice.
Mhm.
That's what happens.
It's not reported. It's not anything because there's no criminal. They have made the
I
statute.
think they would at least put them on a registry.
Right,
You would
right.
think that they would at least do that.
Mhm.
So people know. I mean, they admitted it. As soon as they admit it, that should be it. They should be on a
Right, it's
registry.
an automatic thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It should have to
And if it
happen.
was that easy to get them to admit it, why couldn't we investigate it? Why
Right.
couldn't Carolyn Watazik say, "Hey, this is first degree rape. Let's investigate."
Carolyn
this.
Watazik seems
Let's
to
get
not
some
ever
justice."
She never wants
Lazy.
to investigate rape. She never wants to go after rapists.
No.
She
Yeah,
really doesn't like to.
Well, that's because she has one running her campaign, so
Yeah.
she's used to being around them, and
Exactly.
she probably thinks
How do
it's
you-
just sex.
How do you feel when someone pops up on Facebook and you know what they are? Like, isn't that crazy?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, you know that guy is what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes everything in my power not to say anything right there. Usually I just go away because I want to say something public, and it's going to have to happen because I keep seeing the same guy over and over and
I
over,
know.
and it's going to have to happen because I can't take it no more because he shouldn't even be allowed to be on here.
How can you have that all going on and want to be public? Like, like
Right.
That's the sickness, right? They don't even
Yeah.
think they did anything wrong.
No, they don't. It's like Nick D'Angelo. He's out walking around everywhere. People
Mhm.
see him everywhere, and it's like, he's just gonna say. By the way, if anybody hasn't signed my petition yet, please do.
Yes.
How much
Yeah.
page?
What's the number up to now?
It's
176.
Citizens United page 2. It's
Oh no,
on.
78, 178.
We just shared it today on Citizens United.
Yeah,
also.
for Nick D'Angelo, hopefully get his law license suspended like it should be.
And it's free. Just sign it and then share it. That's
Yep.
all you gotta do and you walk away.
All I have to do
Yep.
is sign
People
it.
don't like, you know what? People don't like to share it. You notice?
Oh,
yeah.
They don't want it.
Oh,
That is where everything put the brakes on.
Mhm.
They might put their name on it, but
Yeah.
when you got to put it on your page,
That's what I noticed. They don't want their
They
names.
want to get
mentioned.
involved.
Yeah.
They do not want to get involved.
Yeah.
It's
Where are
not
all
their
those
kid.
feminists at? All the
It's
ones who are all for women and all that. Where the hell are you guys?
Who do you sit back and
Yeah.
say, "Oh, it's my neighbor's kid. I don't care."
Yeah.
No, you're a lunatic.
Yeah.
You really are.
I swear, I
There's
feel like
something wrong.
People need to be looking
Yeah.
into themselves.
I was just gonna say, and these people are the enablers. They're the ones
Right.
that allow the rapes to happen. It's
Yeah.
because of these people out there that are keeping their mouths shut and not doing or saying anything that this is allowed to go
I
on.
blame them 100%.
It's 100%.
I do. I
Because
blame
the
them.
pedophiles, the predators are out there. If the good people don't do anything to stop it, then what's left?
Somebody steals somebody's car
Oh,
and they will
outbreaks loose.
spread their name and face everywhere. Somebody rapes multiple people and children. They're terrified.
You know, it's such a societal issue.
Yeah.
Like it was like when we were talking about poverty here. I don't know how to fix it.
Right.
But, you know, this whole thing because people got to change. It's 2023, and I don't know if they have. When it comes
Years ago,
to
with the whole mindset where you're talking about look at prearranged marriages.
Mhm.
I remember my mother and them coming from
my
Italy.
grandma was
That did and I
My-
mean, what
my-
was that back then?
my
What is
grandmother.
that?
My grandmother was 14, and
Uh-huh.
he was 20 something,
Yeah.
and she lived downstairs from us on Forest Avenue, and she hated him. And I never could understand why. You know, growing up, I didn't know because she wouldn't be in the same room with us.
Yet
Nothing.
it was pretty normal, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely normal. But she was mad. She hated him,
Yeah, same.
and
I'm thinking of a person
yeah.
right now, and I knew that she hated them. The
Mhm.
same exact story.
there was so much nonsense going on there because,
Imagine.
oh my God, yeah, 14. I saw the wedding picture, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Now when I think back, I'm like, oh my God.
Organized rape.
Yeah.
Organized.
And we just don't care in the United States as much as
No.
we should, and I
But
don't
growing up,
understand it.
We grew up like that. You would hear somebody go, "Oh, it was an arranged marriage."
Yeah.
Remember
Mhm.
I told you about Toronto, right? People up there with the same thing.
Old Italians probably,
The old Italians.
Yeah.
And it was not for them. It was perfectly acceptable. Sure.
and they had no idea how much those little girls were hated obviously, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw with my grandma. She was tough. I know you'd seen, you knew she was tough, and there was a situation one time down there where they used to fight, and they would fight. I mean, we lived upstairs, and it would be all Italian, all hell breaking loose. And then a gun got involved. My grandpa pulls it, and then so my father, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
My grandmother in the middle of the night goes and finds it, and from Forest Avenue goes to the falls and throws it in the water. So there was no more gun. But think about
A
it.
lot of guns in the north.
Yeah, I bet. But think about it. 14 years old. No wonder why. How much do you hate this guy's?
Yeah.
And then I don't even know.
But
Then
he
I
wasn't.
think
But he
of the
wasn't.
guys, but he wasn't.
But he wasn't. Society allowed that.
Yeah.
It wasn't considered. So part of the problem is the mindset.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
indoctrinated for many, many, many years. Now you got somebody coming around. Oh, he took. And they're going, well,
Yeah.
some of those people.
Yeah.
Right.
But
So
then you
You're
think of,
fighting a lot.
then you
Yeah.
think of those guys and stuff that are, in what do we have, the church, the schools, the stuff like that. Now that ain't arranged. That's literal. Just
No, that's
I'm a
just-
pedophile, and
It's just straightforward.
and I know that I can
Right.
manipulate,
Yeah.
and I can, and do all that stuff, just like Nasser did. I mean, that's Nasser.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he is.
I mean, we grew up when we went to church and we had to go to church
Mhm.
school. You didn't, if the nuns, you had fear. I mean, it was fear of the nuns we thought
Yeah.
would kill us, and which they almost did. And the priests, when they came back, people thought they were like really holy.
I know.
Right.
When I was a
I
kid,
know.
I mean, they were.
Me too.
Oh no, not fun. I mean,
Me
they got the adoration for these people so bad they got away with it.
I hold my pen like this. See how I hold my pen
Yeah.
on this finger?
And
So when I was at Niagara, at Mount Carmel, I don't know, grade would have been first maybe, and Sister Madonna came and she got me good with a big long pointer, wooden
my
pointer,
God.
smacked it good and got me good. And I didn't say a word to nobody, because you couldn't. You'd kind of feel the kids would make fun of you if you cried, and then if you went home, I'm not sure what would be said.
Oh
I
my
wasn't
God.
positive because it was considered such a the church was what it was. Jesus. I mean, Jesus just hit me with a pointer. And,
My mother got hit by a nun when she was young. Hit the nun right back. She didn't care what trouble she was going to get into. She wasn't wrong. And it was for writing with her left hand. My mother was left-handed. Yeah. And the nun hit her with a ruler, and my mother turned around and hit her right.
that my mother got hit. Grandma went and she tells a story where she ripped the thing off her head.
Oh yeah.
The whatever that's called, the veil. Yeah, and all that stuff.
They used
But
to,
I should have said something.
the Saint James. He was a kid.
Mm.
And they used to, your grades, like you're on a, they'd put it up on the wall to make sure you knew where you were at, all that kind of stuff. It was an old stuff. But what you're talking about, though, the hitting with stuff, that's what caused the teaching profession.
Yeah, that was like 19. I'd say it was.
It should be under.
It was 1978 when it was when I was in the.
Still got hit.
Oh yeah, she got me good. I mean, it was a wet. I mean, the pencil went flying. You had to suck it up too. Because if I had cried. Yeah. Oh, they were beating. They were doing it right in the. I know. They were hitting kids.
Yeah.
They were actually using the paddle thing. When back then, 78, 79.
I know a teacher who was and we all, and this person is a disgusting pig anyways, but who had the paddle like proudly hung in their classroom.
Oh, we all know who that is. Niagara Falls High School's finest.
Oh yes, the math wizard.
Oh yeah.
Well, we should probably just get it out of here. We gotta go. Let's wrap it up. It's been a good conversation, guys. I don't know. I'm out of it today, but it went well. I was a little concerned here for a moment. I've been kind of not. I'm like, yeah. I don't know what I'm thinking. Maybe someday we'll do this drunk. Why not? Yeah. All right. Let's real quick. Because we had rain up, YWCA, I'll do it real quick, Robin, 716-433-6714. After you talk to Rain, they'll send you there. They're great, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And when you call them, there's only like a couple of them. And you'll get right to them whenever you call. So it's their personal cell phone. There's advocates that will go with you to the, free counseling. They'll bring you to the courthouse, anywhere you need to go. The advocate will come with you. The other thing is too, and on Rain, they talked about it in that long video. If you're the loved one of someone, you can call Rain too. They said it. Please call us if you're the loved one of someone who was affected.
It's so important to have that support system. So it's so important if you're the loved one that you really understand what that person's going through so that you can help them.
Yeah, because it's
very important.
Because you got to be believed.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we got? 888-373-7888. Human trafficking.
If you think you know somebody who's being trafficked, or you think you saw something that doesn't look right, somebody might be being trafficked, or you heard of it, call this number. They will look into it. They will just check and make sure everything is okay.
Yep.
Because it's happening everywhere. There's a lot of trafficking happening right here where you live.
Right. And pay attention to Citizen United page, but Noelle's page. I'm like the Niagara Action. I go to your page and I share it onto that's all the information. Yeah. Put it on there. Share, please share. Go see Noelle. And if you know anybody else who's been affected by anything like that, I mean, it's not even just D'Angelo, anything. You can come to any one of us here at the table. And we'll help. We'll definitely help.
Don't forget to sign that petition.
Yes, sign the petition if you have
and share it.
Sign the petition.
Shows me the names of who signed.
Yeah, please
sign. My name on there? I did do it.
I don't get it.
Right.
It wasn't.
Yes, it
I
was.
don't know if I did it right.
Everyone, have a good day. I'm sorry. Western New York, what happened?
They're used to it.
I know. Some of the young people, though, took it hard.
They do. They do take it hard. I'm battle-hearted. Oh, my God.
Ryan? Oh, Ryan. He's still a baby over it.
All the people who never played.
I love watching it. I hate to say it, but I love watching it. I love watching it. I do. Yeah. I'll admit it. Just makes me feel a little bit happy inside.
Well, think about it. Mr. Niagara Action, he was saddened. by
Oh,
his
sure.
by his love of the
He must have
ball.
been a big tough
Yeah,
football
he can't
player.
watch the guys.
Yeah,
He can't watch them run around in tight pants.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
What if he wore his purple socks when he played football?
Or that thing.
Purple Eagle.
What was that
Purple
thing that he had a nightgown or whatever the
Yeah.
hell, and he's laying there.
Yeah,
Could have
a
done that.
negligee.
Oh my lord.
Very sexy.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah, it's a long
There
day.
you go.
Oh, Irving. We ought to go on that note. We'll
Okay.
be back. We'll be back next week. I think we're doing something tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I don't know what, but something.
2 more days until May.
Well, what are we? It's January what?
January
23rd. 23rd. Oh, it might be actually a full. You know what? I think the date is like May 23rd.
Yeah.
I feel like it is. I believe it is. If I or maybe I'm confusing things.
There's
But I
more than
feel
one
like
psychic in this family.
so it's like 4 months away.
Yeah. Not long at all.
It's coming.
Oh,
Any last words here?
Hi, Nick.
Oh gosh, please don't remind me of that photo. Oh yeah, that photo was disturbing. All right, we're gonna go. Take care, everyone. We'll be back next week if I could find
Great show. Thank you.
music.
See y'all tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. Don't forget tomorrow.
yeah.